Uh, Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Kajuli. I'm the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Vill Sports Club.
Kwaliriza ku I.M.Sports olunaku olwaleero nteekateeka zenze nazo za kutonda kwa Vill. Olunaku lwajjo mukulu manyidwa nga Brian Kajubi, chairman wakati akalondesa ku Vill oba chairman Electoral committee Vill jogo yasolwa alangirira akakiiko kagenda okubanga akola nako kagenda okubanga oli awo adukanya okulonda oba process eno ey'okulonda kagenda okubanga oli bakwasaganya ensonga. Minister Brian Kajubi ye chairperson, Minister Brian Katula member, ate nga Desire Mukisa naye member omukyalo oyo, then ne mukulu SPA mukulu amanyiddwa nga Fred Enanga naali ku list yaabo abagenda banga bayambako okulondesa kwa Vill.
I'm Desire Mukisa, and I'm honored to chair this electoral process. I'm also acutely aware that the strength of Sports Club Vill entire lies in its fans, people, and players, plus other stakeholders and leaders. So I want to emphasize that this forthcoming election is a chance to this club to shape its future through its leaders. And to the candidates, I want to thank you all for stepping forward. Your time, commitment, and efforts are highly valued. And also to my fellow members, we want to assure you a fair and transparent electoral exercise or process. To the members of the club, fans and supporters, and those who are eligible to vote, we simply urge you to exercise your right to vote.
Baali balangira bino wali eri maka gaabwe ku East High Ntinda essomero eryo abali amaka ga Vill getwogerera era nga lwaki balonzeewoko ekifo ekyo lwansonga gemaka ga Vill era batutegeezezza nti ekifo ekyo kiina oba oli akakwate ku Vill oba Vill ettaka baliriizinga mu mwanya ga Vill kitegeeza Vill, it is Vill property. Nasobodde kubanga nakyo tukitegeera olunaku lwajjo bakonfaminze process era nga olunaku lwajjo lwetwasobodde kubanga tutegeera ddi bwe bagenda okuba nga banominatinga, ddi bagenda okuba nga bavetinga, ddi bagenda okuba nga balonda, process yonna bagitubuulidde. Byonna nga byogerwa omukulu amanyiddwa nga Brian Kajubi.
The first one, the first activity was verification and display of the voters register, which happened between 1st and 6th of March. Then the second was appointment of the electoral committee, which was done by the trustees of the club. The second step, which is ongoing and is preceded by another activity, that is candidates or those who are interested in various positions, they picked their nomination forms, which happened between 3rd and 4th of March. As we speak now, we extended up to 5th, which is today. Initially it was 3rd to 4th, but we gave an extension 1 day. So today is the last day of picking and returning. You can't pick on the same day, which is the last day and return. So already, I'm yet to confirm from the Secretariat, but we've closed the nomination. Picking and returning of the nomination forms. We've also issued a notice informing colleagues that by 7th of this month, if you don't return the form by 5 p.m., you will not be nominated. So whoever was desirous of picking the form, you had up to today. Then tomorrow, 7th, which will be Saturday, we expect to receive the respective nomination forms, and that will be the next step Upon picking or returning those nomination forms, our committee, with the help of the Secretariat, we shall verify those forms as against the checklist we issued to the candidates. Should there be any form of non-compliance, then we shall communicate to them, which will include late returning, failure to accompany proof of payment, or verification from the Secretariat that you paid, or any other requirement that may accompany your nomination form. Then we shall forward the particulars of various candidates to the trustees, who will then vet the various candidates. Vetting will happen between 8th and 9th of this month. Thereafter, should there arise any dispute after vetting, probably a particular candidate has a grievance and wants to challenge the decision, that will be presented before the Vill Ad Hoc Appeals Committee. And because we are mindful of the time, everything shall happen and be concluded on the 10th. That I mean, resolving any dispute that may arise after vetting. On the same day, we shall declare the various candidates their respective positions, and they will now be ready to progress their campaigns and reach out to the members. Then, on the 22nd of this month, members shall exercise their respective rights to vote and choose their leaders.
Akati Brian Kajugo ono ategeezezza abakulu abeesimbyewo basobola bapickinga forms abali confirmed basobola nga baliba bafulumya olunaku lwajjo. Of course twasobola natubeerera mu press conference eno baali baconfirmingeko bana naye later in the evening basobola baconfirming olwokutaano era nga bano wammanga Mr. Mayor Farouk asobola nga naye ajja okuba nga ajjayoko forms aba nomination forms. Mr. Omar Hussein Mandela ali ku list yasobola nga ajjayoko nomination form. Wokusatu ye Mr. Dennis Mbide Sebugwawo yasobola nga nona nomination forms. Kwasa Mr. Bulezi Simon Kauma yasobola nga nona nomination form naye agakubanga afuna bukulembeze wa Sports Club Vill. Mr. Joseph Muguluma Mbazi later bwena confirmize nti ye mukulu ngina besa Ben Misaga okusinziira ku profile ye. Of course nabadde simanyi information nti ye mukulu ngina Ben Misaga ninga Mr. Joseph Muguluma Mbazi ngina Ben Misaga so bana ajja mu race bazitwa batano abali confirmed abakimye nomination forms by yesterday evening because of take out obakuno empapula ade kukomena kuzomwezi 5 era na sawa 11.
We shall forward the particulars of various candidates to the trustees, who will then vet the various candidates. Vetting will happen between 8th and 9th of this month. Thereafter, should there arise any dispute after vetting, probably a particular candidate has a grievance and wants to challenge the decision, that will be presented before the Vill Ad Hoc Appeals Committee. And because we are mindful of the time, everything shall happen and be concluded on the 10th. That I mean, resolving any dispute that may arise after vetting. On the same day, we shall declare the various candidates their respective positions, and they will now be ready to progress their campaigns and reach out to the members. Then, on the 22nd of this month, members shall exercise their respective rights to vote and choose their leaders for the club. So that is the brief about our roadmap. And we just
papula of course bagenda tandika okuzizaayo okutandika n'olunaku olwaliro paka olunaku olw'enkya olw'omukaaga paka saa 11 ez'akawungeezi. Ekyo nga tukitadde ebbali ebimu kweyasobola bitutegeezebwa olunaku lwajjo. Ekyo nga kivuddewo ebimu kweyasobola nga bwogerako mukulu yatutegeezezza mu lulimi oluzungu n'oluganda naye olunaku lwatulina lulimi lunyaanyimbe luzungu. Yategeezezza nti okulonda kuno kugenda kuba kwa mazima na bwenkanya. Kugenda kuba kwa mazima na bwenkanya, tewaliwo kyekubiira. Ekyo nakyo tukitadde ebbali. Okusinziira ku nteekateeka nga bweri obukadde 10 bwe basazeewo bammemba bwasigaddewo ziri non-refundable. Walpikinze form balina okukomawo n'obukakafu nti balina payment evidence eza ssente ezo teri zibaddiza. Kakati abantu bataano kitegeeza ne baba nga bajja bapikinze forms kitegeeza Vill genda oba oliawo okumaliza okulonda at least ng'olina obukadde 5 ku akawunti okusinziira ku nteekateeka nga bweri. Confirmation yino kati nga tuvudde awo enteekateeka ez'akakiiko kano kategeezezza oba mukulu Brian Kajubi ategeezezza nti experience gy'alina ensuufu era agenda kuba akola omulimu guno bulungi. Ekisooka omukulu ono yasooka nga alondesa UOC kulonda kwa UOC okwaliwo kemabega yakuli mitambo nga chairman. Ekirala lwaki mulina okuba nga mumwesiga era mu kakiiko aka Athletics Olympic Committee era yalondesa obukulembeze obwo kitegeeza nti experience agina. Of course is a sports lawyer ate nga lecturer wa intellectual property and sports law ku university. Kati mukulu obusuubire obwenkanya obukukutivu mu nsonga zino. Mu mbeera eyo lwaki ssente zino ziri non-refundable yasobola nga akinnyonnyola then nekyasobola nga emphasizinga kwe kuba nti abalonzi balina okuba nga beewandiisa mu bunambiro because okulonda oba okulondesa by 15th omwezi guno gwa March ojja kuba tolina chance eronda n'onaaba oregistarinze okozesa online registration oba okuteeka ku mpalala abalonzi ku ennaku z'omwezi 15 omwezi guno. Empapula zo bazina zizali ennaku z'omwezi mweka 7 ku 30 Saturday olunaku olw'enkya. Then a campaign from vetting enokuba ennaku z'omwezi 9 ne 10 bajja kuba nga balangiridde shortlist y'abantu abaze okuba nga bakola ki beesimbayo bana agenda okuba bavetinga be ba trustees abalonza akakiiko akalondesa bagenda okuba nga bavetinga abagwanidde okwesimbayo ku kutwala ekifo ekyobukulembeze bwa Vill, that is Vill presidency. Kakati bebimu kesodde nga tukuwa era tuyina ebigambo byabwe ndowooza osodde nga biwulira mukulu Brian Kajubi, of course chairman Electoral Commission oba Electoral Committee yasobola nga akola ki ayogera ku nteekateeka z'okulonda kwa Vill. Sigala nga subscribinga I.M.Sports likinga osobola otekayo comment kubaka bonna osobola nga tubusoma naye nga aba Vill bags mugende mulonde mugende mwewandiise Vill okwewandiisa kwa mitwalo 5 gyokka. Tosobola kuba nga olina okulonda omuntu gweyagala kulembera club just mitwalo 5 gyokka. Genda wewandiise osobola nga olonda. Ivan Mubiru, I.M.Sports live okuva no Makerere.
And choose the leaders of your choice that will drive the club forward. I'm also aware that we are governed by different instruments. This electoral process started a few days ago, but we want to assure you that we shall adhere to the electoral code that we shall roll out to the candidates. But most importantly, we shall comply and adhere to the irreducible minimum electoral standards for any electoral democratic process, fairness and transparency. Our committee is very independent. Do not expect any cases of manipulation or being subjected to external forces. The other thing I want to reassure the members that we are going to deliver a peaceful and democratic electoral process that is free, transparent, and fair. As to whether you will be satisfied with our process, ours is very simple, is to apply the legal instruments against the will of the voter. Whatever you want to exercise, we shall accord you the opportunity. Should you have any concern, any query, we are happy to address anyone's concern as long as you candidate voter and for as long as it's within our legal mandate. Anything beyond us, we shall happily inform you when able to do that. Thank you so much. I'm happy to receive any questions or inquiries.